Are we in a simulation? Several scientists have said that we are actually in a simulation. And what does that mean? It means that we create our own reality. And if we go to indigenous tribe and shamans' wisdom, they have said for centuries, this life of us is a simulation. We can dream our reality into being. So the biggest legacy, one of the biggest legacy from shamans and indigenous tribe is that if we go inside, Jesus did the same, if we go inside and live from this truth, we can actually project our heaven on earth into form. So yes, we are in a simulation, and the power we have, wow, it is so big. And also the power, you can communicate with guides, with spirits, with Mother Earth, with animals. The other day I had a meeting with a moose, and it was like, thank you. So we can communicate with all aspects, both on Mother Earth and in the universe. So this is the polarization that we have to adjust, we live through in this simulation. And there are a lot of different simulations. If we go to another planet, it is another simulation. And what has been the truth, kind of, not the truth, but the truth that we have lived with, the collective consciousness on Mother Earth for so many thousand years, is that we have to live for our programming, and we are small, and we have to have a leader, and he decide what to do. But now we know that, oh, we don't need to listen to a leader. We have the power within. We can create whatever we want. We in this planet have for so many years forgotten who we are in essence. We are all gods. You are God, creator in form. So when we really take it in, because me saying it, it is a mental concept. And I heard a lot several 20 years ago. It's like, okay, it is interesting listening to, but now I live it. I live as a God in expression. I create my own reality. I know what I love to do. I love my family. I love my colleague. I love having ceremony. I love being with people. And I also love having alone time. Like Jesus did. If you see his story from one perspective, he often went alone because he knew that the inner state, just like the shaman did, this is the important, it is the soul connection, the source, the biggest source, and kind of recapitulating, are we attuned to what our soul chose? For some of the master or guru, they knew what they have chosen. They wasn't in the forgetfulness, but most of us, 99.9, have been in the forgetfulness, and we forget for every life we have on Mother Earth, we forget what we did. But now it is awakening, and more remember past life and also future life. For many years I went to my past life, and the last couple of years I have traveled future life. But when I went through a lot of my past life, and they have been hard, a lot of man soldier and wars, and it was hard lives. I said I will never come to Earth again. But that was before I went into future life, and future is brilliant when we compare it to where we are now. So it is much more light. We know that we are God's source. All people will in the future know that we are God's source in form. We have chosen not for just ourselves, we have chosen for our family, for our friends, for our community, for our country. So we are more attuned to the soul contract, and that's when we create heaven on earth. And we have been so dark, so limited, living in the forgetfulness, and now the forgetfulness is kind of the veil is thinning, and then we connect to several dimensions. I have, in a meditation, I was given a new tool to adjust going into different aspects beyond time. So I can travel with more attuned intention, because when I go earlier, when I have gone in past and future, I haven't been so specific. Now it is easier for me to be specific. So I have walked the path myself. So when I see where I started, and it's like, wow. And in 2017, I got so many glimpses of my future that it scared me. And I said, please, I cannot bear this. It is too much. And it was so much. And I said, I cannot do all of those things. But when you get 30 years experience in a very short time, it's like, it's overwhelming. So, but we are in there now where we dream our life in physical form. So I have learned to dream my life in physical form, and I don't live only for myself. I have said yes to a bigger picture, and you are invited to it as well, because we need more and more volunteers being willing to live from the Christ consciousness, because the balance point is Christ consciousness. And one of the reasons some people haven't dared to go there is because they think it is religion. Christ consciousness has nothing to do with religion. It's just the religion that I have taken it. It's ours. No, it's not a religion. It is a state of being. And from this state of being, we can create whatever we want. We can create our dream life. Jesus said, what I am doing, you can do too, and much more. Yes, this is what we are invited into. So we are in a simulation, and we can create whatever we want, almost. Of course, there are limitations. When we understand the alchemy of Mother Earth, and also the universe, so we take them together. If we listen to, we have all the wisdom, and we can travel in consciousness. And the biggest challenge for us is that we have to go through the trauma first to balance out. So because we carry our trauma, and when we carry our trauma, this dim the light of us. A lot of people are channeling and are doing amazing things, even though they have trauma, but it opens fully and more whole when we have gone through it. And it is easier and easier, because the background frequency in this time, in 2025 and 26, 27, it is higher and higher and higher, because more and more people are waking up, and we want to create heaven on earth, because this is what we are invited into, because we live in a simulation, and we use this body, we use our thought, we use our emotion, we use everything to create what we wanted to experience. So we create the experience we want to feel, want to sense. So you are becoming Homo Luminous, and then you know that you are God Creator. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I greet you.